India. That sounds like a country.
It does, yeah.
Where are you going for your holidays? In India. I'm going skiing, I'm going to India with my wife. I'm going to meet Praylab. I don't know, I can't remember his name. Don't remember foreign names.
But yeah, so Scarfire is actually quite a common claim among religious people and godmen of India. This is their word, not mine.
Right.
Godmen. I like that.
Oh, what is in India? Is it Sikhism or Buddhism? Or it's like one of the cool ones, isn't it?
One of the cool ones.
Yeah, well, I think there's a lot of Christians in that, but it's like...
yeah, there's a bit of... I
can't remember what.
I don't want to say for definite. I know there's a lot of...
Oh, I do.
I know you do.
They're bloody heathens! All of them!
Says us. But yeah, there's a lot of godmen of India who've claimed it. Unfortunately, none of these cases have withstood scientific scrutiny. Because as they've put it here, the human body needs food and water to function.
So that's
simple as that.
You got that off the internet. That is,
I did. That is a fact.
That is fact.
That is law.
You factored that.
Yeah. And apparently they're trying to study this guy, and apparently one well-known breatharian in the 80s, his name was Wiley Brooks, which is an amazing name anyway.
Was he Indian as well?
I don't think so. I suspect he was American with the name
Wiley Brooks. Wiley Brooks head breathing the air. I'm all about voice.
He claims he did not eat, but was caught eating junk food. Fuck quit. I don't eat anything except these burgers. That doesn't count as real food.
No.
But yeah, apparently they do all these studies and it's quick around the clock and things like that. But then people always ask for privacy to go to the toilet. And privacy to go to sleep. I want to sleep in private. Obviously, you've got a Mars bar under the pillow. Yeah, and it's one of those things. It's not the first time that he's made this claim, apparently. 7 years ago, he was examined for a week, during which time he apparently did not eat or exercise, but did lose weight. Which suggests to me that during the period where he didn't eat or drink anything, he lost weight because his body wasn't used to not eating or drinking anything.
No.
Because why would he lose weight if he didn't ever eat anything?
So breatharian is just...
Told you, you're lying.
Lie, yeah, that just means lie.
I think that's right, but it did lead me to think.
Oh, brilliant. Well done, at least.
I did have to sit down. But he claims this was because he was blessed by a god when he was 8 years old.
Okay.
And it just led me to think that I tried to stay this one away from religion because it's generally safer. If you could choose, if you were given powers by a god, what powers would you want? Yeah. So I asked our lovely Facebook people this.
Oh, really? Those guys?
Those crazy people. And we had one or two which made me think, you're a bit mental. And one or two that made me go, yeah, I can agree with that. I'm alright with that. Okay. Contributor and friend of the show, Rory McAlpine.
Oh, classic, Rory. Get a life.
At first couldn't decide between having adamantium claws, like Wolverine, or the self-healing factor, also like Wolverine.
Right.
I suspect somebody likes Wolverine.
Wolverine theme, yeah.
When I said he could have one or the other, he changed his mind.
Oh.
And he went with what I am now trademarking and calling tickle vision.
Right.
The power to look at someone and make them feel like they've been tickled.
Oh, bless him.
Now, of all the things in the world...
Why would... I mean, he's bringing joy.
It's a nice idea.
That is quite nice.
And, obviously, him as a stand-up, that's a brilliant thing, because all you do is look around the room.
Just a quick scan.
Quick scan.
No one knows why.
Brilliant.
Brilliant comedian.
Don't need to tell jokes, it's just all good.
Well done, Rory.
I'm alright with that, that's fine. We had a slightly more serious from one of our Facebook friends, Paul Carty, who, again, I know.
I don't. I just assume he's a fan of Howard.
Yes, of course. Isn't everything?
Fan of Howard, number 68.
I think he has to be number 24.
Oh, bomb.
Yeah. And his was a slightly more serious, to be able to manipulate molecular matter, which was a wonderful...
Right. I don't want him as a fan now.
But that's just what's that? I mean, again, let's go to our science lessons.
Does that move stuff with his mind, or like make things
make
boil?
Things change shape and shit like that.
Oh, right.
I'm alright with that.
Wasn't there one of them in Heroes? And then what's his face? Spock came along and ate his head.
A little bit, yeah.
I can't remember Heroes because I remember I was being so excited about Heroes. I thought, nah, this is terrible. Yeah. There was a bloke who could like melt kettles or something.
Oh yeah.
Melt kettles. Where am I from?
Wow. Melting kettles, isn't it?
That's good though. I'd like to sort of, because they always say, I've sort of read stuff and like my wife's telling me about stuff that, because we're all the same thing, and this is all wrong, because there's better ways of explaining this, because we're all just matter and molecules, and we're all made out of the same thing, and all vibrating at the same kind of frequency to exist in this reality,
world,
that we can manipulate other things just by thinking if we think we create in our head, and our head is the same as other things.
Okay.
So like, I don't know why once I tried to unblock a pipe, the shower pipe.
Okay.
It's either that or get a plumber around. So I thought, I'll give it the old psychics. And I just imagined the pipe. I just thought, I'm just going to imagine this for a bit, being unblocked. But then because I was in the shower, and the shower started to overflow, I had to get out, and I stopped. I called a plumber. Well, apparently, yeah, that's a bit of a sort of theory. That's the wrong way of saying it, but
yeah, it's like
I reckon there is stuff like that kicking about.
Telekinesis and shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, another one of my fans, actually my little sister, Lindsay,
oh, bless her.
she couldn't choose between mind reading or invisibility.
Oh,
yeah,
tricky. Oh, yeah.
That is a tricky one.
Invisibility, that's instant gratification.
It's true.
Bang, you're gone, fiddle, go around, steal stuff, but I think quite limited.
It's all fiddling with you, isn't it?
It's all the fiddling. I just want, to be honest, when I thought about being invisible, I'd go around someone's house at night time, just for a look around.
Oh,
I wouldn't do anything. I'm not interested in causing anybody harm.
Just wander about.
Have a look, look what he's done with his garage. You know, just that's what I'd be interested in.
Look how funny he is when he sleeps.
Yeah, look at him breathing. Well, not. But that's instant. I think you get quite bored of that.
Yeah, I do as well.
After a while, then you got the mind reading. You can sort of get to know someone. I could have a quick scan of Steve's head, think he's thinking of
Not pretty in there.
But yeah, you could use that. Yeah, I'd go mind reading.
I think long term I would as well.
Yeah.
But my favourite one.
Yeah.
Comes from somebody again that I know, James Bevan, and and I quote, he wanted to have super cool hair like Johnny Bravo.
Oh, bless him.
Who can argue with that shit? I would love some Johnny Bravo hair.
Would that be a superpower or just super
I
style?
don't know. It would be immense. It would be super gel, I suspect.
Yeah, to keep it that sort of vertical.
Because I've gone to the mental image of Johnny Bravo being the guy with the massive quiff.
Yeah, it's big
Okay,
solid
that's alright.
blonde quiff.
Because I had either that or this weird sticking out in front of him hair, and I don't know where I've got that vision from.
No, I think it sort of rises
It's
up
like
like
the world's biggest blonde quiff,
back of
isn't
a
it?
ship.
Yeah, that's amazing, and I'd be alright with that. But is that not just Jedward?
Yeah, if they can manage it twice for both of them,
then it's not a superpower.
it's not a superpower.
They don't strike me as the sharpest knives in the drawer.
No. What was that, James?
That was Mr. Bevan.
You idiot, James!
Yeah, crazy fool.
Crazy fool.
You just want to be in Jedward.
You want to be the third. He'd be Jedward.
Jim Jedward.
Jedward. There's another J in there. Jedward.
Jim Jedward.
Shit.
Anyway, enough of that gibberish.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my favourite one, I think, because initially that's a superpower, and then you think about it and you're just some lame reality person who wants to be Vanilla Ice. And who wants that? Even he doesn't want to be that anymore.
Nobody wants to be Vanilla Ice anymore.
But yeah, so that was my perusal of the week's news. There was one or two others, like the kid who fell out of a building and was caught by his ears.
What?
That's that one!
No.
Oh, man.
Caught by...
Don't go Google it now, or other search engines are available.
No, it's not. Google's the best one. What the fuck's Bing? That's a bloke out of Friends.
That is retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, this I think it was Chinese. This Chinese kid fell out of a window.
Right. What kind of noises would he make as he fell?
I don't know. Probably things in Chinese.
Yeah.
I don't speak that, so I don't know.
All right.
But he fell out the window and he fell through some railings, and his whole body was thin enough to fit through the railings, but he caught on his ears. And those of you listening can't see me mind how he got caught, but the railings went down the side of his head, and if not for his ears.
Jammed in. It's like his ears became skin wedges.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like the cartilage in his ears. He was hanging by that. And because he'd been left on his own, he was only about 8, his mum had popped out, or somebody had popped out.
Yeah.
He was screaming down at the street below, and he was on like the 8th floor or something ridiculous like that. And he was properly screaming down at the people below while he was hanging there by his ears. And they called it, whatever the Chinese equivalent of the fire brigade is.
The fire brigade!
How did I know that was going